Hey, it's your girl KB back with another review for Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 39 Rules of Engagement. So, either this is the finale or the next episode is the finale, and then we're going right into. So, this is love during lockup, and then we're going to go into love after lockup. I don't be knowing the difference, y'all. Lockup stuff. Lockup stuff. Is that a damn bug that got in here? God damn it. That's gonna be annoying. Where am I? This crazy episode, y'all. I am so annoyed that some of these people are gonna roll over into the next set of episodes. We're gonna start with the most annoying of them all. Bianca and Daniel. She's just so child-minded that it's painful to watch her be an adult. Ever since she said her friend was jealous that she was going on an adventure, I said, "Ma'am, what do you think this is? Like, girl, you are crazy." So she truly feels like her drinking will not affect Daniel at all. So when he gets out, she feels like she can go drinking with her friends and come home drunk or have a glass of wine here and there when he is living with her. She says that the cousin, remember the episode went off with her saying that the cousin told him not to marry her. The cousin is just like, I didn't really say that. I just said you don't need to marry somebody you've never met in person. And that is very sound advice. That's very sound advice. The cousin also mentions that Daniel relapsed in prison. And she's still like, what's that got to do with me? She's like, well, the reason why Daniel relapsed in prison is because he was hanging around people where it was, around him because they had it. Yes, girl, we understand that. What we need you to understand is your people. You're the one that's going to have the liquor around, that's going to send him on a path that he doesn't need to go back down. Just crazy. She's so annoying. Just ridiculous. So it's release day, and she's sad that, well, she's not sad, she's annoyed that she can't really find nothing to wear because everything have her boobies out, because she didn't expect for his family to want to go to pick him up when he gets out of prison. Where do these people get off thinking that they now own and run this person and can isolate them from their family? They just got out of jail. If they have present family, they would like to be at the release too. They would like to spend time with him too. You don't just get to get him and smuggle him in the car and take him to your house and never let him out. Like, he has family that he belongs to. So she's annoyed by this. She's mad about this. I do not like this little girl. She's so annoying. So next, let's talk about Zaria and Troy. Zaria seems like a headache. A headache. She is yelling at production about don't come in the room. I got my clothes off. She done took off her little mic pack and threw it on the floor. Threw the ring on the floor. You can see productions like, the head of production like, all right, y'all go ahead, get out. They're just leaving one camera in here to really catch the drama, but they filing everybody else on up out of here. So she's yelling that she's not going to deal with this baby mama drama. She's been dealing with this bull craps every day since he got out. It's been 4 days of this mess. She's also yelling about when he left and went walking, because remember, y'all, the screen said that he was 6 miles from her house. I was like, 6 miles? Like, you was walking for a minute. You was walking for a minute. If you was 6 miles from Shorty house, that's crazy. So she's mentioning you was gone for hours and you left your phone. People didn't know what was going on. People thought you was missing. People calling from Buffalo thinking that you missing. She was mad about this. But I'm like, girl, all of this drama is really surrounding his mama. If his mama wasn't there to relay every message that Yana has and to let it be known that he's in contact and conversation with Yana, you really wouldn't have no drama. So it's like, Did you bring the mama there on purpose to make sure it's spicy and y'all can stay on? Because it makes sense, but she is the source of what is going on here, in case you haven't noticed. But you knew she was crazy before you brought her down here. And to have her, how long? She said it's only been 4 days. It's the fact that they have given us for a season with 4 days, baby. They turned up for them 4 days. The fact that that whole season was 4 days. Okay, y'all. Let me let me get back to it. Okay. He ends up convincing her to calm on down, put the ring back on. I'm sorry I left for hours. I can't do nothing about my mama talking to Yana. Yeah, when you cheated on me, I was mad. I might have told her that, might have vented, but I forgave you. We moving on. Quit all this mess. He in the confessional talking about, I knew she temperamental. What is that? I knew she was temperamental, but I didn't know she was ever gonna yell at me in person. Did you not think that y'all would make it to in person, or did you? I don't. Okay. So, Mama Karen, whole time this whole argument is going on, she just on the couch. And she's all of us. So when they make up, she looking like, the hell is wrong with these people? Mama Karen's looking at them like they was plumb crazy, and us too, because this is some toxic mess. And I just hope that either they get some counseling or they just leave each other alone, because that cannot be the norm of their lives. But I guess Mama Karen ain't gonna always be around for it to be their norm anyway. So they're finally on the road to Buffalo to see his daughter. And Z said, she finally says that she's gonna go because she don't want to send him out there alone. He out there fresh out of jail, going to see his baby mama. She might try to do some things to him. So I gotta be there to protect my man from his baby mama. My baby going to the bathroom. She just got home from school. She might bust in here. Y'all know how she feels. She gotta tell y'all subscribe to her mama channel. Like the video, friends. Hey, friends. Bye. We're gonna see if she get back here, if he can guide her with snacks on down the hallway so I can finish this video. Anywho, while they in the car, Mama Karen lets them know that she is indeed 2 gummies in. When I was thinking about that, I said, well, let me go. She said, I done took 2 gummies, I'm just, hey, hopefully y'all don't blow this out. Mama Karen just there for a good time, not a long time. The family was very happy to see him, all the cousins and stuff, and they're warm enough to her. It's not like nobody giving her the stank face or nothing like that. She was talking to the sister. I said, oh, okay, hey, little Mama Karen. And she's letting her know that she would prefer that Troy be local to them so that he can have somebody to go to, because she's in Syracuse and it's just her and Troy. He need his family. I agree. I can't stand when they be moving these people away from their family. I get it. Some of them do need to be out of the town where they was doing the mess, because it would be so easy for them to get back into it. But some people kind of need to give it a bit of time at home with their family after being locked up for so long. The thing is gonna irritate me. She was like, who's gonna bring little Troy here? And this was like, his mama. I mean her mama. Yeah, her mama, his daughter's mama. Yep, his baby mama coming, girl. Yep, she is. So we're going to see what that looks like. But we already saw on the teaser, because they did a sneak peek. I said this half the episode. A sneak peek of Love, whatever the next set is. I ain't got time to be thinking about it. Whatever the next set is, they're going to be on there. Tina and Rob coming back. Melissa and... No, Justine and Michael, they coming back. And then a few people from this season coming back. Key Rock and Brittany coming back. I said, okay, you gonna half it, I suppose. So we gonna see some of these faces on the next set. I said, okay, at least we ain't got no Brittany and Marcelino. Get them out of here. We ran their storyline long enough. So next we got Hope and Arthur. Y'all, the streets are saying that Arthur is back in jail because of an incident with Hope. She said that he shot her. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that. He pow-powed and he wasn't supposed to be around weapons like that, and so he got locked up even though he wasn't the one that did it. She lied about it and she was the one that actually did it. I said, dang, I told you that man should have at least went home to his mama, because this could have been avoided. Your mama said do your laundry, and then you went to jail when you didn't do what she said, and she told you to come home and you went to jail again. Arthur, you need to listen to your mama. You need to listen to your mama. So on this episode, she has to talk to her sister. She can no longer dodge them because they are in town. She tells them that she's got a boyfriend, and they're like, a boyfriend? You met somebody, dude? No, girl, it's a boy from the past. We ain't finna be dealing with no cheating and no baby mamas and secret babies and stuff. She's like, no. It ain't none of them. And they're like, well, what's wrong? Basically. And she's like, his name is Arthur. And one of the sisters was like, that sounds familiar. He was in jail, right? Didn't he? Wasn't he? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was in jail. He out now. He living with me. I'm taking care of him until he get a job. Of course, the sister is like, you taking care of a man? Like, girl, that is backwards. Like, he just got out of jail. What made you do that? So they end up also meeting with the grandparents, and Arthur meets up with them all. I'm sure his appearance threw them off a bit with the face tattoos and, the triangle or the pyramid on the forehead and everything. But past that, he was very mannerable. Yes, sir. No, sir. And being very, upstanding gentleman. But like I said, the exterior, the face tattoos is a lot, babes. It's a lot. I guess he probably felt like seeing how Arthur is right here, he probably felt like, I'm a black man in jail making clothes. I need to make myself look as hard as I can. I feel like, because that's what my brain would probably go to, because people would probably be trying to try him thinking that he like this because he making clothes. So I can kind of see that possibly being his thought process. But baby, unless you plan on being a career jail criminal, you gonna have to cover them tattoos up in the face and everything. It's so aggressive. It just screams at you before you even open your mouth. And you don't seem to be that type of young man. You were so mannerable to these grandparents. So he lets them know that he did have a mental episode, and it was triggered by him not being able to find a job. He was just kind of expecting to get out, and within a day or a week he'd have a job. When that didn't happen, he got depressed, and he didn't say it, but I'm sure he's feeling pressure from Hope bringing up the fact that she told the lady at the religious place that he don't make no money. You need to make some money. You need to be ashamed that you don't make no money. But that's weighing on him as well. He also lets them know that he is a clothing designer. He does men's clothes, and he's working on that as well. He's not just sitting around being lazy. He has ambitions, okay? I said I can appreciate that. Granddad seems level-headed enough with his questions. He's not being rude, but he does make it known that he used to be a corrections officer. So he like, yeah, I know the game. I know how all the mess look, how it sounds. So I mean, as long as you got good intentions, it is what it is. They're asking him what he brings to the table. If this is the sisters. If my sister is providing, this her house, her name on the lease, you eating her groceries, you gotta drive her car, she gotta take you on dates. Like, what are you providing? He said, well, I talk to her and I listen. And he meant it, and he was genuine with it. But he's feeling like at any point Hope is gonna hop in and save him. And she's on mute. She ain't say nothing the whole time. So he is starting to feel away. And I'm like, dang, bro, if you feeling away this early, you really should have just went home for a little while. Just let her know that you was going to give it 2 weeks and you would let her know what it's given after that 2 weeks, whether you're going to be staying there or coming back to her. But you needed that time to be at home. But it needed a deadline. You know, you only just indefinitely go home. But especially if you ain't finding no jobs, apply to jobs in both. Go out there while you apply and get some interviews and stuff. Give it 2 weeks. If you get a job out there, you need to be there. If you don't get no job out there and that ain't what you want to go back to her. But I guess, like I said, all of that is mute. But that's how it should have went. That's how a level-headed, conversation. But she was just so rigid. And they be, I guess indebted to this show at this point. So they got to stay with them for a little bit. And then after you get one good season of them being in this couple, then one of those people can come back with anybody in the world that they want to because, they own him now. They locked in. So, yeah, that's them. Letitia and Keith, y'all. Letitia has to tell the kids that Keith ain't coming home right now. He got another like 8 months or something like that. The young girl is distraught because that's the only daddy that she knows. She calls that man daddy. I'm like, did she go visit him in jail? Yeah, because she said we can go visit him. That's what this will bring about. That'll be our rainbow at the end of this rainstorm. The older girl has her dad in her life. That's why she truly do not care about this show. And I mean, I said about this show, she truly she truly does not care about this man, whether he's getting out of jail or not. So she also tells them that they gotta move. The people that she was renting from wasn't paying the mortgage, and they gotta move. She now has the bright idea. I don't know where they live. I can't remember where they live, but she wants to move to one of the Carolinas, which is out of state for where they are. And she is just like, I feel like it'll be a fresh start for everyone. And I'm like, where did this come from? Like, is the Carolinas much cheaper than where you live now? Does it make sense? Did he want to move to the Carolina? Like, I just didn't get the point of her just saying, oh my God, we gotta move. Let's move to North Carolina if we gonna move. You got children. Your oldest daughter look like she might be in high school. You finna rip her out her high school if she a cheerleader or if she president of this club or doing that. You finna rip her out of that just for funsies because the landlord was messing up at this one place. It bothers me to no end. Their daddy gonna take their daughter. I'm not wishing that upon them, but I can see her making that decision, especially if she is moving to have a man fresh out of jail moving in the house. I guess, yeah, when you put it like that, I am hoping that the daddy get custody of that oldest daughter because it's just, she don't no stranger man fresh out of jail needs to be coming around and living in the house with no teenage girl, with any kids, to be quite honest, but especially not no teenage girls. So yeah, I actually am wishing that the daddy come around and take that little girl, especially if she finna move to the Carolinas. Next, we got Shantae and True. True gotta do his check-in with his, I don't know the difference between parole officer or probation officer, so I'm going to be using them interchangeably because I'm not gonna remember which one I said. So it is what it is, okay? I don't know nobody laugh. He's scared of being locked back up because he was violating parole. Remember, he was staying at some girl house when he gave them the address to his mama house. They check over there. He ain't there. You in violation. So he's hoping he doesn't get locked up, but of course he gotta update his address. He updates the address to whatever girl it is that he's living with. And he also has to be on house arrest. I said, oh man, does he gotta get the ankle monitor and all of that? So the girl that he's staying with, her name is Pepper. She met Pepper because Pepper is a friend of his brother. No, Yeah, Peppa is a friend of his brother's wife. So this his sister-in-law homegirl, right? That's who this is. This is where he lives and this is where he gets paroled to. The sister-in-law name is Kels or something like that. So Shantae said she was annoyed at the PO meeting because True didn't check at all if she could if he could be paroled to her house. Like he didn't see if that could be one of the places that he can go or nothing. Even if he didn't want to be there full time. He didn't even see if he can get access to go. Like why you bring her to here if you ain't. So I probably would have been annoyed too because dang, why am I here if this purely benefits you? I had to drop my whole day to sit here and hold your hand, and you don't even get access to help me and get this stuff going, but you want to be a part of these children's lives? Just a mess. But I could definitely see him not wanting to be paroled to her house because why would he want to go to a city and be isolated to where he can't even have people come visit him? Like that's just not any type of fun. She says he might as well be back in jail if he on house arrest and he can't come whenever I say come here. I said, oh, now he might as well be back in jail, girl. Selfish much? So they go have lunch with Kels, the sister-in-law, and Shantae is, kind of asking her some little questions, digging in. Okay, so what are you to him? Okay, the sister-in-law, and she's like, in a confessional, he loves his brother, he down for his brother, so I highly doubt that he done been with Kels at any point. But the homegirl, I don't know about the homegirl. So Kels, she says like, how it wound up that he living with your friend. She said, I just kind of do what she say, get done what he need to get done. I was like, what now? What is that? I get done what he need to get done. I was like, are you the brother's wife or the brother's bottom chick? You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Y'all caught the vibes. So afterwards, they said they finna go to Pepper house because Shantae said she want to meet Pepper, and I said we do too. So Shantae, lead the way, Alfred. Lead the way. Next, we got Kim and Joey. They are so annoying. They are like right behind, maybe right beside Bianca and Daniel. Beside or a little bit ahead because money is involved. Joey is such a selfish butthole. I can't believe he really took her card and bought rims with her money. And my thing is, girl, why he even still got your card? After he went in that toy store and spent almost $400 on toys for your kids after y'all had already, like there was already stuff purchased for them kids Christmas. They needed maybe a few more things, but you bought $400 more of Christmas. After that, he shouldn't have access to your card. He should never really have your card for his spending, for one. Let's start there. He should never have access to your account for his spending and he don't add money to that account. You don't put nothing in there, you don't need access to it. It is literally that simple. Why would you have my card? So yes, I still don't understand. She should have gave him $5. I would have gave him $500 cash. Here goes some money for the new tires. Have at it. No, this nut really lets him go to the store and he really spends $2,200 on tires and rims. So she mentioned somewhere in here that he's a known cheater and she used to think that he wasn't going to cheat on her, but now she's not so sure. I'm like, girl, you was the side chick to your cousin. He was with your cousin and you was creeping with him. Why would you think that anywhere in here he would be faithful if he know that's how he got you? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. It doesn't matter that it happened in high school. That's his character and he had been locked up for so long that, they say when people get locked up, they are still that age of when they went in. And Joey, he is absolutely that. So they end up talking about she's mad about the engagement part. I spent $2,000 on this engagement party and we need to go to this engagement party. I said, you spent $2,000 on an engagement party? This ain't even a wedding, an engagement party. Girl, you could have told everybody, meet you down at the Chili's and announce that y'all engaged and put that $2,000 towards the wedding. You spent $2,000 on an engagement party when you don't have it like that. People be weird. She just wanted to show everybody that she got somebody that want to marry her. But ain't you already married? Ain't she? Am I tripping? Was that Christine? But I feel like it was her that was still married, right? Y'all, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like she was the one that is still married. So she finds out that he has been talking to the ex because the ex ended up trying to friend her on Facebook. And apparently the ex has done this before. She is well aware of how this ex be moving. She asked if he had been talking to the ex, and he's saying that no, that he hasn't. He trying to downplay it. But she go through his text messages, and baby, they got texts for days. I said, dang, you ain't even like, you know, delete them, hide it or something. And somewhere in the text message, she asked him to download WhatsApp. And I said, is that where the old folks creeping at on WhatsApp? Like the kids be on what's that, Snapchat. The old folks be on WhatsApp. But I'm like, but all the text messages is in his text messages, right? That's what she was. So he gets mad at Kim as if she did something wrong. He snatches his phone. Give me my phone. She's like, the phone I bought you? The phone I'm paying for? Yep, sis. He snatched the phone that you're paying for out of your hand, snatched the keys to the car that you paying the note on for him to drive away on $2,200 rims and tires when you told him he was only supposed to spend $500. I need you to feel the foolishness that you are sitting in right now, Kim. I just need you to understand the clownery that is amongst you and your soul, because this is just absolutely ridiculous. He's leaving and he said he going to see the ex. What this dumb B talking about? Let me go talk about this dumb B. He's telling us that he don't really fool with her because she ghosted him while he was locked up. But I'm just like, yeah, buddy, you just need that on camera. But we don't believe you because you've been texting her a whole lot to not fool with her. Lastly, we got Julian and Christine. Now that Christine knows he's unemployed, he can do his virtual interviews in the house now. So she's doing her flyers because she's getting together for her first comedy night. So I guess you're going to do it at the bar. They're like, sure, do the comedy night. She's making some flyers. He's not being supportive at all. Julian tells Christine that instead of doing a comedy show, she needs to be picking up extra shifts to pay the bills. Okay, I said, listen, I'll give you a little bit because on the one hand, I'm sure Christine is costing more money than she's bringing in. She has to have 2 different lawyers for her children, trying to get custody of them back. She doesn't have a job. She's living here. She can't contribute to no gas, no rent, no groceries. She working here and making, tips and stuff. So maybe she can buy the groceries, pay the light bill or something, but she ain't contributing all that much. But sir, you the one that sold her this dream of coming out of jail and living comfortably and stuff. So this is on you. You the one that started this mess. You about got to finish it at this point. You got to see it through to some degree. And also, sir, you can go wait some tables as well to bring some money in. Talking about she can be picking up extra shifts. You ain't got them kids every day. You can be doing something, sir. All up in, he really said, you can be picking up extra shifts while you're in here making flyers for a comedy show. He tries to tell us that it's because it took him a while to get her humor and for her to be funny to him. So he's worried about that happening in a comedy show and her getting depressed and relapsing about it if the crowd doesn't respond in a favorable way. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that. But even if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have been supportive anyway. But yeah, she's like, this doesn't even cost us money. You should be supporting me in something that I'm doing to try to, be productive. And it's not even costing us money. She is sad that he don't plan to show up. She talking about she gonna leave some little flyers around and leave a little reminders that she gonna be doing this comedy show and he should come. I don't think he came. It's comedy show night, and even though she's not supposed to be drinking, we see her take a shot to calm her nerves. And I'm like, yeah, that's all. It's like doing comedy and working in a bar. That's real easy access to the things that you supposed to be giving up, sis. So we gonna see how all of this goes down. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. Make sure y'all like, thumbs up the video. This one there is about to, he wanted to say bye too, because he about to get got when this camera goes off. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment, let me know what y'all thought of the episode. That's it until next time, which I'm sure is next week, because these lockup series, once they on, baby, they on. They jump from sub-series to sub-series, because we in it, baby. Strap up. Bye.